Good day everyone. I am Demi Hezen, Ambassador in Indonesia for the Stichting Voor Ons from the Netherlands. In October 2020, I went to Cirebon and visited Rumah Wadkref. In my network, I heard stories about children that were heavily sexually abused and taken care of by Bunda oude. So I decided to go there and interview them to hear their stories. You can find these interviews on my YouTube channel or on the YouTube channel from Stichting Voor Ons. In February 2021, I received message that it was really going bad at Rumah Wadkref. After Bunda oude retired, things were not going good, and it went worse when the house where the children live started to collapse. Due to heavy rainfall, the walls started to crack and water started gushing in through the ceilings. So they had to move out and move to Bunda oude's private house. So I discussed with Stichting Voor Ons what can we do for them. After a week, the founder of Stichting Voor Ons called me and told me that Stichting Bond van oude Steurtjes want to help us with emergency help. So, because there was not enough money of the retirement of Bunda oude, they offered a budget to provide food, healthcare products and medicines for the coming month or more what we could provide. The Stichting Bond van oude Steurtjes has a long story behind it with an origin in Java, Magelang. There was Johannes van der Steur, or Pa van der Steur, who raised an orphanage called Huis van Oranje Nassau. And the old pupils of that raised Bond van oude Steurtjes in Surabaya in 1931 and in 1949 in the Netherlands. Good morning all, 5 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm gonna do something really cool. Especially for Stichting Voor Ons. I'm going to Cirebon, travel to Rumah Wadkref. It's a safe house for abused children. Last month they had a bit of bad luck. Their house collapsed through the heavy rainfall, and they had to move all into the house of the founder. And together with the Bond of oude Steurtjes in Rwanda, Holland, sorry. I'm going to visit them, give them emergency help, and it's going to be a really cool day because I'm also going to go having some fun with the kids today and tomorrow, and keep you updated. Now we're in the supermarket and they bought everything. So, hey, hi. And then we go here and we have so much here. And then we have Issy. Hi. So, this is for more than a month food. And I think everybody's happy with it. And this way we help 15 children. So thank you Bond van oude Steurtjes. And thank you Stichting Voor Ons for Rumah Wadkref. And more to come. Arrived at the house of Bunda, where all the children live now together with the volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah, one little one, yeah. And then this is a little bit smaller as the last one. Children sleep on the floor here. They share all the space to make it possible. This is Essie smiling. Oh, and there's the little one. The baby. So this house is better, but really small, and that's why they need new space. Kitchen. Yeah. And they sleep all together. Oh,
10 orang di
10 orang in kamar di sini.
Iya.
And then di mana? Untuk bawah.
Ya sampai ke depan itu
Yeah,
sampai.
yeah, yeah. So they sleep here with 10 children in this room, and the other 5 sleep in the living room. So at the moment it's a little bit critical. Tahu?
Tuh, pakai budaya kayak gini.
Yeah. So you have seen the movie, and still I want to explain a little bit. When I came home today, I was thinking, okay, how I'm going to do this, because we had some problems with the interview that we took at Rumah Wadkref with Bunda and the children. It was all very emotional, but also therefore very confusing and very messy. Later I will maybe make a movie about the interview, but I will simply tell what I asked and what happened. So I asked Bunda why did she move into her private house, and then she explained that the other house was unlivable anymore, and the man that rented the house offered the house for sale, but then she had to repair it herself, and of course she refused that. She already found another house that maybe is an option, but she has a lack of funding. That's where we come in. Then I asked her, there are many foundations in the neighborhood that do the same thing and also provide professional help, like you. Why don't you bring the children there for the time being? Because your house is very crowded, as you saw in the movie. And then she said, well, if you take care of sexual abused children, then you have one thing that is the most important, and that's trust. And next to that, many of the foundations here only take the children for money and not for personal attention. They put the children in, they have this robotic care of the children and automated, and actually no love, no care, and that's what the children need: care, love and comfort, and most of all, trust. And when you bring the children to the other foundation, then the trust is broken, and then in some cases, like for example Essie, who is very fragile after years of abuse, you can start over again, and it can also traumatize the person more. Actually, personally, I also agree on that. And I think many from us from Stichting Voor Ons also agree on that. So what to do? My job, or our job for Stichting Voor Ons, would be try to find funding to get them a new house. Day 2 for Stichting Voor Ons. Today is a special day. Today I will join Bunda with Jalan and Anak. That means I will visit a location where she always helps the children that live on the streets, sleep on the streets, and survive by all kinds of ways, like begging, making music, but also small criminality. And I'm curious how that goes in Indonesia, because I used to do that similar in my city in Rotterdam. So I will do that. Explain everyone here what's happening. These are the children that work on the streets, and help them with food and masks, so they have a base. If it is about the anak jalanan or the children of the streets, we thought about a few structural solutions. We have a network with the palace or the sultan from Cirebon. We have the network with the local pesantren, Muslim boarding schools, and Bunda Oon used to visit these children of the street in order of her old work at the Ministry of Social Affairs, or in Indonesian, the Dinas Sosial. We think that if we can use existing budgets already meant for these children, with extra funding to pay for the Muslim boarding schools, we can actually take these children from the street back to the Muslim boarding schools and provide them a roof above the head, food, safety, and education. Me myself, I used to do this kind of social return project in my own city, in Rotterdam, where I did similar things for children without a destination, where I had created a training, psychological training, to ensure that these children are capable to function in a normal environment again. And I think if we combine all this knowledge together, we can do something back for this anak jalanan. We will make a project for that and try to find funders to pay for the Muslim boarding school, because that's the most expensive part. The training itself could be paid by the Indonesian government. Well, thank you for watching our video. It's a happy and a sad story. Next to the situation that I also just heard of is that Yani, one of the children we interviewed at Rumah Wadkref, probably she have leukemia. She's been tested now. We gave some of the budget for the hospital for that. And Fajar, one of the boys that was abused, he's already 17, has HIV and also need treatment. So also for him, we gave some little extra budget to go to the hospital. I hope everything goes well on Rumah Wadkref, and I hope you follow this, and I hope you will find Dominic from Stichting Voor Ons and help us financially or in any other way that you can. Thank you again, and see you next time.